All right. Fantastic. Hey, Maddalena, I just got figured out how to get your message in
Oh,
Discord
you're good.
and got
You're
the audio.
fine.
So I'm going to listen to that as soon as I'm done.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries.
tonight. Okay. So, hey, tell me something. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm all right. Um, I was trying to work through some exercises uh throughout today, and yeah,
Good. So we'll do some exercises and put things together. Now you know how it works. I mean, we've done this 8 times now, right? I
yeah,
mean, we've more class than that, but yeah, more class than that. But we've done it to the point that you understand the process. So you read Unit 9. Just any general, comments you want to make about
yeah.
Unit 9? Yay or no, or God, it was awful, or no, it wasn't bad.
Contractions.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't too terrible, reading through it, but yeah. There were a couple things. I mean, that
So basically, you're just learning
yeah,
in 9. You're just learning how to create a contract verb. That's all.
yeah,
And it's basically a bunch of time spent on changing morphology. That's it.
yeah.
Changing the
Uh-huh.
shapes at the end of the word. That's it. It's not
Yeah.
really conceptually, you really didn't learn anything by learning contract verbs because they're just going to
Yeah,
be like
it's the
all the
same.
other verbs, right? They're going to have similar endings, but their vowel is going to be a little bit screwy. That's all,
Yeah,
right? But they're still going to have similar endings. Yeah. So,
yeah.
did you learn anything really brand new with that? No. And that's
Um,
how you're going to get entire units now like that, where you're like, oh, this is just building on what I can already do.
yeah, cool.
How is the mm, mm, vocabulary coming?
Oh, okay, I feel like I'm kind of falling behind. I'll be like doing an exercise and I'm like, what the hell is that word? And it's all the way back in like unit 4 or something. But
Yeah.
I'm getting there. It's nice to be able to like pick out all these words and understand kind of what's going on and
Yes. And
then
are you
work
relying
from.
on the lexicon in the back? Are you relying on the Greek
Sometimes
lexicon?
if I can't figure it out, it's easier to just like look it up in the back.
Please, please,
Yeah.
you should start getting used to using that heavily, right? You're getting a lot of
Okay.
words now,
Hmm.
so it's going to be harder for you to
Yeah.
remember. And um, use the lexicon. Get yourself used to it because that's a
Okay.
skill that you're going to have to learn because it goes hand in hand with your
Hmm.
translation. You're going to be using your lexicon till the day you leave the earthly
Oh yeah.
realm.
I yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And the more familiar you are with it, the better. Because as you can see from the LSJ, that's what I'm talking about. Alice,
Yeah. Love Alice.
sh- she has all of those forms, all of those myriad forms um,
Hmm.
under each definition with the authors. So you're going to notice it helps you to read Homer because Homer's going to have stuff all over the place, and as you're reading definitions,
Yeah.
you're going to be learning Homer. So that's the advantage. Biblical scholars are not going to have that advantage. They
Right.
don't.
It's so true. I mean, it's ridiculous how true that is.
Yeah, because how do they really know what a word means? Just like Gorton and Ischurgia.
Right.
What is the act? What is the act that's being performed there? What the Byzantine lexicographers telling us it's fellatio, right? And
Yeah.
that's why the Victorians are writing in fellatio. And that's why Jeffrey Henderson is noting it's fellatio. So I don't know why the Christians think that they're able to get away with being totally ignorant Imagine if somebody came along and said, "Oh, I'm going to be a physicist, but I'm only going to know one tiny little bit, and I'm going to be completely ignorant of everything else."
Right.
Right? That's
Yeah.
God. Who would trust that person, right?
Yeah. When I found out that the Bible only used like the concordance or only used words that referred to itself, at least for the most part, I was like, seriously? I saw somebody made this graph of all the words in the Bible and how they correspond, and it's just like loops within itself, basically. It was really, I was like, that's absurd. Uh,
And
they
they
and
and
they
they
use it
think
as proof for it being like a divine word. I'm like, oh my God. I'm so pissed
it's
off by
terrible, and
saying that.
you can see all that stuff. The more Greek you study, the more ridiculous they will seem. And so when you have one of them standing up in front of a crowd of people telling them this and that, and I know that because it's based on the Greek, and they're full of shit. I mean, you can hear that they're full of shit. It becomes very obvious that people are deceptive. They're trying to deceive one another, and Christians are among the most deceitful. And
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's oh God, it's amazing. Can we? I want to read um, some vocabulary words, but I wanted to. There's a section of. I want to give you some Solon.
Oh
Argon.
yeah.
Tell me something on 245. No, yeah, 245. Argon,
Okay.
agonos. Argon,
Agona.
agonos. Look, that's
Agonos.
a contest or struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the agonia, that ultimate struggle.
Agony.
What you
Yeah.
doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you have that? Oh no, you didn't have it. Hang on. Sorry, Chewy just came in the room. She's gonna set me up. Oh, no, I can do that. I can do that. You've got things to do. Go, go, go. Get your work done. I will get it. Give me 1 second, Madeline, just to
No,
set
you're good.
this up. Mm. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no. There has got to be. Can you put this up? Can you send this to me so that I can? I want Maddalena to read this to me. Just put that one. That's a translation of fragment 4. This one you have to have in context. So just give me 5 minutes with Solon, Maddalena, and if you can read this, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. If you
Okay.
can read it just out loud to me in English, like we're making an audio book or something. And
Okay.
and then
Is this the one on 253?
hang on a second. Let's see. Um, this is part of it.
Oh.
Part of it. Go ahead and put it up, Chewy. Oh God. This gets me every time. Is this not prophetic? Oh, I want you to read
Oh, okay.
just like we're doing an audio book. Go ahead and read that out loud. Let all the voices in your head hear it.
Our city will never perish because of Zeus, or through the plans of the happy immortal gods. For our guardian is great of spirit, the one born of a mighty father. Pallas Athena holds her hands over us, but the very citizens plot to destroy this great city, being dragged off by wealth and their folly. The leaders of the people think unjustly and, in their arrogance, prepare to receive great pains, for they do not know how to restrain themselves from excess or how to temper the present feasting and peaceful harmony, but rather grow wealthy as they are persuaded of unjust deeds. Not sparing possessions, sacred or civic, they steal, snatching away left and right, nor do they heed the seeds of the foundations of justice, who silently knows what happens and what has been and comes in time, always avenging. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, do you
Okay.
mind? Or I can
No, I don't
continue.
care. There comes a wound unavoidable presently to every city, which goes quickly into wretched slavery, which awakens civil discord and sleeping war, which destroys the lovely youth of many. For in meetings that are dear to the unjust, a well beloved city is swiftly laid waste by her enemies. These evils then run among the citizenry. Many of the needy go into a foreign land sold and bound with unseemly fetters, and bear by force the shameful labors of slavery. Thus, this common evil enters every house, nor are the outer doors still willing to hold it out. It leaps a high fence, and even if a man should flee into the corner of his inner chamber, by all means it finds him. These things my heart urges me to teach the Athenians, how unsound governance gives greatest evils to a city. Sound governance shows everything orderly and suitable, and often binds fetters around the unjust, and levels off the unequal, arrests surfeit, tempers blazing arrogance, withers the blooming flowers of ruin, straightens crooked judgments, makes prideful deeds to be mild, arrests the works of dissension, stops the bile of torturous strife, and so it is that through it everything concerning humans is made wise and harmonious.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
nice? And there she is.
Yeah.
Look at Pallas Athena there. Right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, bring me back to the vocab and then you can get on your stuff. Um what's your impression of that?
Talking about,
Solon.
yeah, Solon talking about justice and greedy bastards.
Did you think it was me? Did you think I made that shit up? No, there's no, come
Mm,
on, man. No way. Those lofty thoughts were coming through Solon, who the Athenians asked to help set up their democracy.
nice.
And yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And every time somebody puts a comment on Lady Babylon says, you can't talk about this political stuff, they're doing so because they're trying to keep that the poetry that you just read, those thoughts that you just read, they're trying to keep that out of the world. They're trying to push that
Yeah.
away from civilization. And it was people like Tom Jefferson who read Solon and said, hey, um, Declaration of Independence, man. Right? So, yeah, fantastic. So, what am I doing? Let me get you up here. What am I doing with you right now? We're just reading English, right?
Mm-hmm.
One component of a graduate or undergraduate, one component of a classics program, period, is that you are absorbing the literature. And
Yeah.
the way that you do that is to hit the English, to saturate the English. English is your tool there. Use it. You need to saturate. You need to be reading translations. And a lot of students start off and they say, well, I don't want to corrupt
Mm,
myself with a translation. Right? No, no, no. That's not the point. You're at the point where you need that translation to give you a background about all of this literature. You're going to be reading things in
right.
English.
Yeah.
You're going to be reading things in English that you're not going to be reading in Greek right away. You need
Mm,
a familiarity. Who you need to know who Solon is and what he said because a lot of other, say you and I read a passage of, I don't know, one of Aristotle's students,
mm,
and they're talking about constitutions, and somebody mentions Solon. Now, if you don't know who Solon is and what he said, then that's going to that's not going to ring true in your ear. You're not going to get it.
Right.
The trans the translation process of whoever you're translating.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to carpet bomb your different fields of Greek literature, right?
Okay.
Every
Mm-hmm.
cultivate a habit. Right now, during this intensive course, you may not be able to. But as you step out of this, cultivate a habit of reading in English, in translation,
Mm-hmm.
classical authors,
Okay.
just as a habit. Pick them up. And the ones that you don't like, don't pick them up again. The ones that you do like, pick them up as much as you want. Okay.
Yeah.
But broaden your broaden your awareness of what's going on in the Greek literature. There's so much of it. You have to do this. You
Yeah.
have to do it. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's go back to the vocabulary and pack some Greek vocabulary. So
Okay.
you go ahead and do the words.
Okay. Adik adikeo. Adikeso. Adikesa.
Where's the
Adike.
accent? Where's the accent on that?
Adikesa. Sorry.
There you go.
Adikeka.
Good.
Adikeka. Adikemai. Adikesein. To do wrong.
Yeah. Do you see how the word is the alpha privative that
Mm-hmm.
negativizes that alpha on the front of it, and then it's just deke, the root for justice. Good.
Yeah. Alogos. Alogon. Unreasoning or irrational. Unreasonable.
Just the alpha privative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just the alpha privative. Go ahead.
Barbaros. Barbaron. Non-Greek. Foreign.
Yeah.
Bios. Bio. Life. Means of living.
Yeah, life or a means of living. Bios is huge. And if you just want to
Bios.
remember it right now as life, that's probably
Okay.
the easiest. But yeah, it's you're going to see it used in context like weirdly, where translating as life doesn't really work. So,
Hmm.
anywho, keep going. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. Go. Keep going.
Daimon. Daimonos. God or goddess or divine being. Ethros. Ethra. Ethron. Hated, hostile, or enemy. Nikao. Nikeso. Enik. Enikesa. Nenike. Neniketa. Nenike. My. Enik. Enikethane.
Very nice.
Twin or conquer.
Yeah, like Athena Nike, or as people say,
Thinanike. Yeah.
as they say now, Nike, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
Um, Hore.
Hmm.
Is that okay? Hore ede dore. This. Onoma. Onomatos. Name. Autos. Aute. Tuto. Uh, this or that.
Yeah, hutos
Auto.
haute. Yeah, notice it's got a rough breathing.
Huto. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hutos. Okay.
This or
Huto.
that. Look, make up your mind. Is it
Yeah.
this or is it that? Right? I mean,
uh,
gee. Okay, good.
uh, so huto, and the adverb is in this way, so or thus. Pera, peira, or is it pera?
Hera.
Pera,
Yeah, the epsilon iotas of diphthong a.
okay. Peras, trial, attempt, experience. Imperos, experienced in. Impero.
Like the word empirical,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Imperia, imperias, an experience or practice. Poieo, poieso, epoisa, epoisa, pepoisca, pepoie mai, epoie thing, to make or do.
And that's probably one of the most common verbs in Greek.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, so yeah.
poie.
Good. Just to
Uh,
do in general, to make or do. Good.
yeah.
Let's see gay.
Sige, silence. Siges,
Mhm.
um, timao, uh, timeso, etimesa,
Good.
tetimeka, etimemai, etimethane, etimethane, to honor, tropos, tropu, way, manner, character, hudor, hudatos is water, huper,
Hydrology and all that kind of stuff.
hydrology, yeah. Huper is over, above, or beyond, or on behalf of.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss any? I don't think I missed
No. No. Notice it can be used genitive or accusative there.
it. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That accusative meaning really extends into the beyond, right? To be beyond something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's look at vocabulary notes to see if there's
Okay.
anything good. Um, there's the alpha privative mentioned in the second note there with the alpha privative prefix. Good. So
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm not misleading you. Look at barbaron, the
Barbaro.
non-Greek or foreign, an onomatopoeic
Yeah. That's
word.
so
Yeah.
good.
So again, it's not
Barbaro.
me making that up. To them, right? To
Uh-huh.
them, it was that way because that's how it sounded to them. Brr, 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 brr. The noun bios, life, means of living can refer either a person's manner of life. See, that's why it doesn't actually mean life like we think. Mm,
Mm.
what was his life like? I think that captures it. What was his life like in
Okay.
English? Like, what was his manner of living like, right? But look what they put. One's
A
livelihood.
livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's
Mhm.
kind of sticky, a little bit sticky. Just translate it as life and see if you can make that stick. The noun
Okay.
daimonos, can refer
Yeah.
to a god or goddess, but more frequently denotes an unnamed and unspecified divine power. And then they give you the Greek sun daimoni, with literally just with a god, right? With
Hmm.
with a daimon, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. The noun can also refer to the power which controls one's fortune or destiny. Good. Daimones are really not understood, right?
Yeah.
Because look, they're
Hmm.
also the deified souls of the dead. So you and I don't have this. We don't. I think the worship of the saints is the closest you can get.
Yeah.
And maybe, and that's not even, this is much more personal. Those divine,
Like
those
intermediaries.
yeah, those deified powers that were not always divine. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's kind of the
Hmm.
category. Okay, and I think look on page 247 here. I've got it. In the middle voice, poieo is often used with a verbal noun to express the idea of the verb from which the noun is derived. So what? Show me the example. Thusion epoiunto. So epoiunto, they were making sacrifices. Or sorry, singular. They were making a sacrifice. So they were sacrificing.
King.
See what I mean?
Hmm.
Couldn't you just put they were sacrificing here?
But they were
Well, it's
making a
kind of
sacrifice.
Yeah, what's the difference between making a sacrifice and sacrificing? I mean, the action is the same thing, but the emphasis in this case, when it's used in the middle, is on the
Hmm.
action of actually performing the sacrifice. Right? Whereas if we just had they sacrificed up here in Greek, all you'd be thinking
Yeah.
about is the sacrifice is finished, right? Just sacrifice. You wouldn't be thinking about the
Right.
process of sacrificing. But here with poieo, you do. So it kind of puts emphasis on a specific action. That's all. It's like, think about
Yeah.
what they're doing here. Okay, then there's, that's, cognates and derivatives at the bottom. Good, good, good. We don't need that. We need to jump into the fray here, and I want you just to look at the forms real quick. I'm not going to read this because you know it. It's already sunken into your head. Look at 231. We'll just start with that alpha contract. Look, there's alpha, epsilon, and omicron contracts that you're
Yeah.
going to have to learn. This is the alpha pattern. Look at its principal parts
Hmm.
on page 231. Timao,
No.
timeso, et timesa. Look at that. Now just sit there for a minute. You're asking about accents, and you're thinking, what happened with this one? This one moved three syllables from the end. That aorist. Boom. It's moving. The accent's moving one syllable back. See how it's timao? It's on the second to last. Timeso, second to last. Etimesa. Why did it do that? It's moving its accent back. It has to
Yeah.
do with the weights and sounds. This is all part of
Hmm.
the music of Greek.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why I wanted you to hit that accent. Timao, timeso,
Yeah.
etimesa. Tetimeka.
Etimesa. Yeah.
Tetimemai, etimethen to honor. Good. These are alphas. Now just jump down. Just jump down to 232 where the box is.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, this is what you should really memorize from this
Uh-huh.
chapter,
Yeah.
right? Not the you don't have to go through all the paradigms. You should be able to work
Yeah.
this chart. So all this chart says is when you contract an alpha and epsilon, you get
Hmm.
that lengthened alpha, right?
Yeah.
When you do an alpha epsilon and iota, you get an alpha iota. Alpha eta turns into an alpha. Alpha eta iota turns into an alpha iota. Okay, well, I see at least they're saying consistent with the alphas, right?
Yeah.
Well, what about on the other side? What happens when you put an alpha with an omicron? You get an omega. It lengthens it to an
Yeah.
omega, right?
Uh-huh.
Alpha omicron iota lengthens again. Look, they're all omegas on the right side. That's what's happening.
We.
So as soon as you step into an omicron or an omega, your alpha is going
Oh.
to give up,
Yeah.
right? From alpha to omega. Well, that alpha does not hold the strength that the omega does. The omega is the big black hole of the vowels. It sucks all of them in.
Yeah.
I like that. The only one that seems to have any staying power is the iota, right?
Yeah.
Notice there's an iota subscript, right?
We.
So maybe in this vowel, you could still hear a little cry of the iota. So iota special, iota special. Anyway, okay, look at the chart on page 232. You see
We.
the endings Timo, Timais, Timai, Timomen, Timate, Timosi. And you're going to look at like that first person plural Timomen. You're going to
Mm.
see that omega
Woman.
and you're going to think, oh
Hmm.
shit, this is a subjunctive. No, it's not. It's just a contract and the vowel is messed up, right?
Yeah.
Tima, tima omen, or tima amen, I should say, to focus on the omicron, is taken and truncated and shortened into Timomen with an omega.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got to just notice these contractions and how they work. Yeah. The
Hmm.
same. And then look, what the middle passive is just you're using your my side tie methods, the untie endings,
Yeah.
right? Memorize that. Those are your middle passive.
My
My
side.
side tie
My
methods,
side.
the
Time at this thing. They.
you good. Good. And your vowels then are changed, right? There's omegas and alphas here, alphas and
Hmm.
omegas in that alpha contract. They're just showing you how to make those contracts. Notice they're yelling at you at the bottom of the page. In
Yeah.
just note that, whatever. Okay, then they give you the imperfect on the following page. And again, it's just contraction. You're going to
Mhm.
see the contractions and how they, when you look at etimon, you're going to think, "Oh shit, is this a participle? Is this a masculine nominative active participle? Oh god. Etimon. Etimon."
Mm.
Right?
Hmm.
No, it's not. It's a contract from Alpha. So
Nice.
they're gonna be a little bit tricky, and you're gonna be, as we do exercises. I want you to be flipping back to these pages and saying, "Okay,
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna
see
have to.
here etymon." Yeah, did you
Yeah.
have to do that before in
Yeah.
prepping? Good,
Uh,
fantastic, fantastic. Underneath that, present subjunctive. All right, look at them. Look at all their endings. This is going to
yeah.
confuse you again. Look at third person singular, right? Timai, right? Oh, God, it's the contract of tima plus a. Because all your contracting is your subjunctives. O ace a,
Uh,
omen a to osi.
you-
And those are all turning. Look, the alpha is turning those etas into an alpha.
yeah.
So it may not look to you like it's a contract. Notice that alpha. That alpha's going to carry a weighty accent to it, right? It's got
Yeah.
look how it's got the circumflex over it. That circumflex is an indication that that vowel is heavy, right? It's got
Yeah.
gravity. But a heavy alpha is always going to give into an omega. Love it. Okay. Same thing. Well, guess what? It's all the same. Look at the present optative on page 234. You see how the oi turned into oi, right?
Amy
Oi turned
was.
into oi,
Oi.
right? Oimi,
Aoi.
ois, oi, oiman,
Oimen
oita,
oitame.
oyen. Yeah, it's the same thing.
That sounds
Now they
familiar.
tell us, oh, wait a minute. There's alternate endings. Are you kidding me? Look at the or, the big or in that chart.
Yeah.
Oyen, oyes, oye. What do those turn into? Oyen, oyes, oye. Right? Okay. I think you're gonna have to be turning back and forward, looking at charts. 1.5 million different unique word forms, right?
Yeah.
Those everything giving a slightly different nuance, right? Oh, it's wonderful. Present
Yeah.
optative, middle passive. Go down to the participles, page 235,
Okay.
and look at the participles. Timon is Tima plus on, so it's just
Hmm.
Timon. Well, okay, wait a minute. What about all right. Timon, Timosa, Timon. Okay. We can make the adjustments in our head. Look at page 236. Those are the middles, right? Middle passive. Timomenos, Timomene. Uh-oh. What happened there? Do you see this on page 236
Hmm.
here? Look at the participles here.
Yeah.
Timomenos for that nominative masculine
Mominos.
singular. See, it's got the accent over the omega, and then
Uh-huh.
timomene. Look, it shifts. Its accent
Momina.
shifts somehow.
Yeah.
And
It
why?
has that
What can we conclude? Right, the accent's getting pulled in the timomene. It's getting
hmm
pulled to the end of the word. There's something
yeah.
heavy at the end of the word that's pulling it, and that's what the eta is.
It's
Right,
that middle.
that's middle passive. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at
Middle pass.
look.
Mine.
Right, see the
Yeah.
eta.
Uh-huh.
Because it's heavier than the Omicron here at the end of
Uh-huh.
omenos. Because it's heavier, it's going to pull that accent.
Interesting.
When it switches back to an Omicron at the end, the accent's going to want to leap back.
Wow.
Accents want to go to the third from the end. Don't ask me why. It's the music. No, I'm serious. It's the music of the thing that I don't get.
The
And the
recessive.
grammarians talk about this shit all the time. And when they do, it is so fucking complicated.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yep. Good. Okay. All right. Look at. We're gonna take a break in a second, but look at page 236,
Okay.
and we're gonna start with epsilon contracts. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as we do epsilon, I want you to notice again. There's a box. What you have to memorize is the box. The epsilon creates an epsilon iota. When you get an epsilon iota together, it just becomes an epsilon iota. Right? Look at the
Mm-hmm.
epsilon and the eta. It thins into the eta, right? Why? Because eta has greater gravity than
Yeah.
epsilon, and it just sucks in that epsilon to become
Yeah.
eta. That you can't tell the difference. And remember, look at the sounds here. It's epsilon iota a or plus e
A.
versus an eta, which is we
A.
say in English
Yeah.
is a. So our English doesn't really distinguish between these sounds, right? So that's our fault. But to the Greek ear, it does. They can hear the difference. Is that the iota? Yeah, it's partially it because look, they put the
Yeah.
iota
Subscript.
subscript down here,
Mm-hmm.
right? That gravity of the eta isn't able to swallow completely the iota.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. What about the
Yeah.
epsilon and the omicrons? Well, look at the alphas.
Ooh.
They're different. Becomes ooh. Wait a minute, seriously?
Ooh.
I
Ooh. Ooh.
guess, yeah. Yeah. Oi. Plus
Oi.
oi becomes
Oi.
oi. Oi. It's just, it's just a,
Ooh. Ooh.
why? Because oi is a diphthong,
Mm.
and diphthongs have greater weight on the scale of the weights of vowels. Diphthongs have greater weights. So
Interesting.
look, they're just swallowing the epsilon. See, the oi just swallowed the epsilon, the oo swallowed the epsilon, the omega just swallowed the epsilon. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does that all make sense?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty easy to comprehend. Then we get the
Mm.
forms. Okay, and you're gonna have to seriously. Yeah, you're gonna have to know, right? Ace
O
becomes
ace
poies, right?
a
Right?
o
Omen becomes
omen
poi umen,
omen
right? So we're just tuning
a
the language. Yeah,
usi. Yeah.
yeah.
Whoop.
Poi
Psh.
usi, that makes sense. That one
Yeah.
just turns into poi usi. Why? Because
Wait.
the epsilon just gets absorbed. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm telling you, we're gonna have to go back and forth and identify because you're gonna forget umane. So, how do you make your way through this morass? I'm going to bring you up. How do you make your way through this morass? You have to be able to look at the verb and say, "Oh, wait a minute. This is an epsilon contract."
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? The only way to do it is to memorize the principal parts because the first principal part, if you've noticed in the vocabulary, will always include its contract vowel.
Yeah.
Like on page 245 at the bottom of the page, you got timao, that first
Mm-hmm.
principal part. That's you're never going to see timao, right? You're going to see timo.
Yeah.
You're going to see a contracted timo,
Yeah.
right? But when they list them in lexica, because these are contracts and they know there's a vowel there, they go ahead and show you the vowel, which I think is great because then we don't have to try to figure out which one it is. So when you are memorizing vocabulary, like we'll
Mm-hmm.
have a vocabulary quiz when we get back from this break. When you memorize vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
the principal parts will cheat and tell you that it's which contract it is. In
Okay.
this chapter, we get nikao, to conquer, right? Above
Yeah.
that, we get adikeo, that's an epsilon contract. Timao at the bottom, and then above that, poieo. Right? We've got our epsilon and our alpha contracts. Okay, let's take 10 minutes,
Okay.
about 53, 54. Come back,
Okay.
and we'll do a little vocab quiz, and then I want to move on to exercises and just reading Greek.
Okay.
And
Cool.
yeah, okay, great. Let's do 10 minutes. Okay, see you back.
Cool. All right.
Okay, back we are. Back we are. Okay. I need to bring up the text. Boom. Okay, so did they give us anything extra to play with? Yeah, they gave us a couple of things. Look on page
Yeah.
239. That's your demonstrative adjective slash pronoun hode, hede,
Mm-hmm.
tode, meaning this.
This.
Yeah, it's the one closest, right? And sometimes it really is indicating something negative. But anyway, hode, hede, tode, hode, hede, tode. Look at the masculine forms, ho, tu, toi, ton. Look, it's just the,
Mm-hmm.
what is that?
With
Is
the
that
day.
definite article? Yeah,
Mm,
just the
mm,
definite article. They're
nice.
slapping it on there, just like you can to make any word in Greek, right? You got to get used to
Mm-hmm.
this using the system.
Yeah.
Um, good. And they'll tell you,
Nice.
just look at the Greek examples below that. Hoi de hoi adelphoi. These brothers, right? These brothers did
Yeah.
something, right? Ace
Mm-hmm.
tende teneson to this island, right? To this
This.
very
Okay.
island, right? You get it?
Nice. Yeah.
Can also just be used as a pronoun on page 240. Tende pausite, right? You will stop tende. This female, you know, right here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop this woman. Love it. Okay. Below that on 240 is the demonstrative adjective slash pronoun. Hutos
Oh,
haute.
so,
Tuto. Right. And
okay.
this one is extremely common.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they tell you, depending on the context, it can mean this or that. It indicates someone or something close at hand or in the speaker's thoughts, but it does not emphasize that closeness as much as the demonstrative hode, hede, tode. All right. So
Yeah.
is it a this? Yes, it is, but it's not so much of a this right here as hode is. Right? Hode is this thing right here that I've got in my hand. Look, see,
Okay.
I'm holding it. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Look what they say. It's equivalent to this or that in the sentence. Sentences, I met this man, you know. It's just funny how they're trying to get you to learn, right?
Yeah.
So here are the forms of it, and guess what? They don't look odd. Hutos, right? Tutu,
Tutu.
right? Look, it's just they've
Tutui.
got the yeah.
Tuton.
Tutoi, good. Tuton, good. Yeah. This, oh God. Right? This one, hutos, good. The endings are in almost every case. Yep, we don't need to see that. Okay. Go down to the demonstratives compared. I want you to note that
Okay.
on page
Yeah.
241. And you get their ekenos, you get hode, you get hutos, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I want you to notice in bold that on page 241 in bold under ekenos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the bolts. That you're talking about that person. It
That.
describes
Yeah.
someone or something relatively far away.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it interesting? They're demonstratives, relatively far away versus really far away, right?
Yeah.
Versus up close versus really up close. I mean,
Yeah.
God,
Right here and to
yeah.
which you refer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. That horrible man. Ekanos will get on that horrible. That guy. Right? That old dude, like he's a pedo or something, right? Ekanos, just with that demonstrative. pronoun slash adjective, whatever. Describes someone or something good. Just look over the chart. You'll love it. Okay. A little grammar that we need to learn, the subjective
Yeah.
genitive. The subjective genitive at the
Yeah.
bottom of page 242. Okay, just look at the example. What is a subjective genitive? Okay.
Mhm. Something.
Hohomeru phobos, the fear of Homer, right?
Mhm.
The fear which Homer feels, therefore, Homer is the subject, right? He's the
Yeah.
subject of a verbal action. Homer is afraid. It's fair to say Homer's afraid or Homer fears, right? When you get hohomeru phobos, the fear of Homer. Look at the next one, the
Yeah.
sacrifices of the Greeks, right?
Hmm.
They're the subject. When you say the sacrifices of the Greeks are the one performing the sacrifice. That is
Yeah.
a subjective genitive. Now, we're going to have the opposite. We're going to have an objective genitive, and that's on the next page, 243. Just look at how you form it. Ho ton theon phobos, the fear of the gods. Is that the gods being the subject and being afraid? No, it's you and me being afraid. You and I should say. Fear directed towards the gods. They are the object. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sorry, can you tell the difference?
So, how can you tell the difference? Right? Because the subjective genitive is in the genitive, and
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
objective genitive is in the genitive. So,
Okay.
how can
Yeah.
you tell the difference, right? The context
Yeah.
is going to, really, the context is going to give
Okay.
you the difference. If you see, like on page 243, if you see ho
Hmm.
ton theon phobos, the fear of the gods, just translated as the fear of the gods.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to tell me because we're speaking barbarian. You don't have to tell me that that's what's going on. You don't have to specify it.
Yeah. The gods aren't the ones fearing.
Right. Exactly. Right. It's
Yeah.
they're the object. The fear of God is that which I fear God. Right.
Mhm.
So it's an object. God's an object there.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of neat. Objective versus subjective. Okay. And then they give you in this chapter two the dative of manner, right? It just tells
Yeah.
you can indicate manner, how an action takes place and what manner. Well, what do you mean? Look at it. Tutoi, toi, tropoi. Just look at it. That's your dative of manner. In this way, they translate it. In this way. That's how I wrote this book. That's the manner I wrote this book in. Right? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. They tell you that you can use prepositions, that you often use prepositions with this. Look at the second to last paragraph. It says, in general, however, nouns, blah, blah, blah. Look at the Greek. Sun dike,
With
epimtheson.
justice.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, they were sent. Sun dike, with justice. Yeah. How were they sent? This dative of manner is just asking the question, how? In what
Okay.
way or how did somebody do something? They did it by, look at the one silence at the bottom. Carefully distinguish the dative of manner from that instrumental dative. Oh, God. Look at the, okay, just hang on. Just appreciate for a minute, like the slight difference here between these two. Sige up top, the first example, in silence is the dative of manner. How was it done? Sige. It was done with silence or silently.
Mhm.
That's a dative of manner. But what is hoplois under it? With weapons? How was something done with weapons? Technically, this isn't the manner it was done. This is the instrument by which it was done
Oh, okay.
with weapons. So see how
Nice.
they're different constructions,
Hmm.
but they're both datives.
Wow.
Okay. Is that do you feel
I get
okay?
it.
Good. Keep going then to 244. Let me give you one more dative. This
Data
is the
words.
dative of respect. It indicates the respect in which a statement is true. What? Oh God. Seriously? How do these people function? Look at the example. Toi men somati with respect to his body. Toi men somati. Just take out the men for a minute. Just toi
Mhm.
somati.
With
With respect to his body. The Neanias is kalos with respect to his body, but he is kakos with respect to his psyche. Did you get all that?
yeah,
Yeah, right. He's
he's
kalos.
got bad soul
Yeah, he's got a bad soul, right?
and a beautiful body.
And a beautiful body. Are there people like that in the world?
For sure.
Yeah. This boy is. Look, this Aeneas is, right? He's not he's got to work on his soul, man. But he is something to look at though. You got to give him that, right? You get points for looks, right? I mean, so this is the dative of respect with respect to the body. So you're like, how do you know if it's manner or instrument, you know, or respect? Is it a dative of respect? Well,
There's
guess what?
context then.
Yeah, guess what? I'm gonna flip your mind. I want you to
Okay.
go. I want you to go to the appendix
Okay.
just really quick, and I want you to look at the dative case in the appendix because they're gonna give you all of the dative cases
Oh,
that
I
you
see
need.
it. I found it.
Okay, you found it. Look through
Okay.
it. Just look through it. Just
Right.
is it a lot? Is it a lot?
Uh,
How many do we have in the datives
yeah.
there? What page you on? Give me a
Yeah.
page.
Well,
700.
703, so 19.
Yeah, 703. Okay. All right, you're going to have to learn all these different uses of the dative. Look back at the genitive before that. The dative. Genitive goes back to page 694. Look at the
Yeah.
genitive.
94.
One, two,
Oh,
three,
genitive does, yeah.
694, yeah.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Good
9,
Lord.
10,
23.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, God, it just keeps going and going and going. Those are all genitive cases.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
You're going to be learning those throughout this text. So
Gee whiz.
get ready. Now,
uh,
you're asking me, you're like, okay, cognitively I can say, what are these?
mhm.
What are these forms? What do they look like? I need to memorize more. I can read through this list of the 20 something genitives that I've got here laying around that I'm going to use. That are the universe, the cosmos of the genitive, right?
Yeah.
You can try to memorize those. Or you can read through that list and you can ask yourself, what's the commonality, right? What is
Hmm.
and that's the way they approach it, right? When they give you those
Okay.
little charts showing you this is what the genitive does, this is what the dative does, this is what the accusative does, they're
Uh-huh.
giving you, they're trying to give you a sense of the genitive, how the
Okay.
genitive works.
Yeah.
And that you can get by just reading, simply going back to the appendix, right? And
Hmm.
this is not something that you're going to get except in an intensive course,
Yeah.
right? So like on page 698, just look at page 698 at the top. Did you know there's something called an exclamatory genitive?
Mm.
No, you didn't know that, right? Before now, that's why you're taking Greek, so you can learn that. It's
Yeah.
just an exclamation in the genitive case. You just have a word sitting there in in the genitive case, and how do you translate it? Well, try a genitive of the exclamation, right? What do they give you for amathea?
Yeah.
Yes, stupidity. Stupidity. You're so goddamn uneducated. Amathea, right? Te amathias. What
Yeah.
fucking uneducated moron am I dealing with, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
packing that all into the genitive. Now, ask yourself why. Why the genitive case? Do you remember the little box that had the
It's like with, right?
Yeah, what was that little box? They had a box and they had an arrow with the direction in. That was accusative. And then they
Oh
had
yeah.
the dative sitting right in the middle of the box, just sitting there, or maybe it was on top
Oh,
of it.
of away from out of, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the genitive case is away from this stupid person that we're making an exclamation about is outside of our group. Do you get it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are nuances to the
That
genitive
makes
case.
sense.
There are nuances to these genitives. There are nuances to the datives. There's nuances to the accusatives, right?
Mhm.
Those are the oblique cases. The nominative is always just going to be the fucking subject. The nominative is boring. And
Yeah.
if you skip back in the just a couple of pages to page 693, look at the nominative. Look at how
Yeah.
much the nominative can be, right?
Hmm.
It gives you it lists five and then six, seven, eight, which are just little tiny. They really are all the same thing. Subject, subject. You can be a subject, asshole, right? You can be a predicate, a subject, subject, predicate. Oh God, you're
Yeah.
basically a subject. That's it, right? So
Hmm.
that's why they never include the nominative case in those diagrams. It's only the oblique cases, the ones that aren't the
Wow.
subjects. All right. It's how they use
Okay.
those tools. How they use
Yeah.
those tools. Yeah. And you're not going to get this in biblical Greek, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
They're not going to go to this depth.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Okay. Fantastic. Now that's all the grammar. I want to stop for 1 second and I want to ask you, how do you feel?
Okay. Feel great.
You
I
feel
feel
great?
awesome.
Good. Are
Hmm.
you ready to dive in and do some translation?
Yeah. You didn't quiz me on vocab though.
Oh, I didn't quiz you on vocab. Thanks for being honest.
Yeah.
Thanks for being honest. Just go to page 245 and cover the right hand side of the page. I know you're just learning these, but I want to see how your retention was from
Okay.
looking at them once or twice.
Yeah. Okay.
So 245, cover the right side of the page.
All right.
And what about nikao, the verb nikao?
To win.
Good. How about the verb poieo?
Um, Poyeo. Um, is that do or make?
Do. Good. To
Yeah.
do. How about at the top, the verb adikeo?
Oh, do wrong.
Good. To do somebody wrong, right?
Unjust. Yeah.
Right. And what about the noun at the bottom, hudor? Do you remember what hudor is?
Water.
Yeah, good, good. Hydration and all that. One more. This one's
Okay.
not so easy. You may not remember it. The noun in the middle, onoma. Onoma.
Name. I
Name.
know that one.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Perfect. Okay. Enough. That's all I wanted. Now let's go to get into the translation. What do you want to translate first? Shall we do some exercises or would you
Um,
like to go immediately to the actual Greek?
so I did a couple um of the Greek ones, but I didn't do all of them or anything, but I did a
Excellent. You
bunch of
shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yes.
yeah, I
And
tried
how were they
some of them.
before we actually do Greek? How were those
Hmm.
Greek ones?
They were I liked them because they made sense.
Good. That's important.
Yeah.
No, that's what we live for,
I,
right? Is to make sense of it.
yeah. Hmm.
Which one made the most sense? Take me to the one that made the most sense to you and teach me Greek.
Okay. Um, okay, the most sense I'd say would be the first two, and then the uh on 255, the Menander on the yeah, the
So the
583.
the Menander, right? Because that's Menander.
That was
So
also a short one. So I did.
notice also though that you're going to be picking out authors that you like or the style is easy for you. Notice
Yeah.
which ones those are because that says a lot, right? Let's do the Menander to start with then.
Okay.
This is I think 583 on page 255.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so whom the gods love will die young.
Is is it will die? There's only one slight. It's perfect. I
Yeah.
love it.
Uh,
There's only one slight
okay.
apothnesco. Which tense?
Botanistic.
Which tense is that? That's the present tense, right? First
Yeah.
principal
I
part.
couldn't tell if it was present or if it was future.
Because it's got that sigma in it and it's throwing you off. That
Yeah.
sigma's. Yeah. Here's something going on here. The sigma kappa
Hmm.
duo is going to show up in verbs. And
Yeah.
it's, I think they call it an iterative. Anyway, you're going to see this
Uh,
frequently, this little pair. So the first principle, that's why it's so important that you know the principal parts. Look at the vocabulary list. That
yeah.
first
See,
principal
it's the
part,
first one.
yeah, is
Yeah.
apothnesco. Look what it does. Look at what it does in the second. It's got really goofy principal parts. Apothanumai, it converts to a middle. Converts to a middle. Think about
Uh,
that for a minute.
yeah.
You can die in the present in the active.
Yeah.
But when you die in the future, it's got to be in the middle.
Huh.
Is there any guesses on the reason for this?
Um, I don't know.
Good. Good answer. Right. Okay, so just translate it as a present.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whom the gods love will die.
No, dies young.
Dies young. Yeah.
Good.
I don't know. I said that. Cut off young instead of will. Okay.
It kind of is a prophecy, you know what I mean? So I can see
Yeah.
why you want to make it future. That makes sense. Okay, let's go
Okay.
backwards. You also said for now,
I
you
I
also
did.
said theogonous. You did theogonous, you said, right?
Yeah, I
Um,
did that one.
okay. Let's do, hang on a second. While you're doing that, I want to get precise. I want to get a precise date here. Go ahead and read it in Greek first, too.
Elpis kai kindunos en anthropoisin homoioi aut, autoi gar epoi daimones amphoteroi. So
Good.
that first word is hope, right? But it
Yes.
also means expectation. So I use that.
Okay.
Expectations, even in danger,
Mm-hmm.
in humanity, is similar to that harsh goddess, both. So,
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to do a couple of
um,
things. Put a
yeah.
stop at the end of the first
Oh, I
line.
see. Yeah.
That's a complete sense unit. So just translate that by
Okay.
itself.
Yeah. Okay, so it would be um oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so like hope and danger, um,
Where's your
in
verb?
uh, is it invisible bee?
There you go.
Yeah. So hope and danger are similar
Yes.
in humans,
Yeah, and that little expression in humans, it's like
among
among
humans. Yeah.
human society, within human society,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
In humanity. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So look, you just made complete sense of that.
Hmm.
Right. Now that's theogonous, which
Yeah.
I just reaffirmed as dates. And he's sixth, the fifth, right? So he's dying
Yeah.
like four, I think it said 480,
Okay.
483, something like that. He's
Hmm.
dying. So he is living that sixth century reality. He's these it's important because this is the foundation for what eventually becomes the democracy, right?
Yeah.
This is the Greek world's attempt to come up with concepts that will ultimately, in Athens, become the democracy, right? Hope and danger, or expectation and danger, are the same
Hmm.
in mortal society. How's that? That's what the GAR is saying on the next line. Four. Now it's going to tell you. Why is that the case?
For
Now you do this line. What's this one?
this, so for this, um, uh,
Where's your verb?
um, is it also invisible?
Excellent.
Okay, so so this
Make it plural, these.
these daimones, so these divine beings are harsh goddesses.
Yeah. Yeah, right. For these both,
These
amphoteroi.
both, yeah, both.
Yeah. These both are halepoi, daimones, are,
Yeah,
terrible goddesses. Yeah. Right. I love that.
nice.
Hope and danger. Expectation and danger. Love it, right? Oh
Yeah,
God. So look, you made perfect sense of it. That's theogonous, and that is something that Bible scholars will never touch.
yeah,
But look at how critical it is. It's basically defining in the Greek language hope. It's
yeah.
defining that term.
Mm.
So if you don't understand that the people who were living in the first century when Jesus is doing his hoo ha,
Yeah,
those people are exposed to this through the language, to these ideas. Hope, right? What is hope?
yeah.
It's not always good. It came out of the jar of evils of Pandora, right? So they've got this in their minds. They've got theogonous. And if you don't think so, all you got to do is look at the Greek literature that quotes theogonous, right? Quotes
Yeah,
Solon. Yeah. Okay. You want to try one more? The Solon fragment?
sure. I did that
Okay.
one. I did a couple other ones too.
Okay.
But yeah, let's do the Solon one. So Pulaigar Bluetoothi Kakoi Agathoide Pintontai.
Okay. Now stop there.
Yeah.
Here's
And
what I want
that
you to do.
swamp.
Here's what I want you to do. You
Oh, okay.
pronounced all of those words correctly. Now, I
Uh-huh.
want you to take the next step and I want you to try to run that shit together.
Okay. Pulaigar Blue. plu plutusicacoi agathoide pentontai.
Good. Good. Next line.
Um, almes autois su dimes sumith. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
look. It's
So
right. Good.
tesare teston pluton epetomen em emperon aie Romata danthropon alote alos echei.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, there's a lot of words here. Why don't you slowly
Mm-hmm.
translate this to me?
Okay. For for many are for many wealthy are evil and poor are good.
Yes.
Um,
You're good. You're good so
okay.
far. What do you think about that? There are a lot of
Yeah.
cockboy who've got money and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of good people who don't, who are pin on tie. By the way,
Yeah.
that word
Pin on
pin
tie.
on tie, we get penury, right?
Oh yeah.
Being poor, being poor.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Some British son of a bitch just reached down and grabbed that out of the Greek and bastard stealing everything. Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep going. What's that second line translate as?
So um from from others we are exchanging. Um,
Okay, can I
was
stop you for
that?
a second? Let me
Yeah.
stop you for a second because I want you to
Wait.
see. I mean, I want your voices in your head to
Oh, okay.
see
Uh-huh.
that this verb. Look at diamebo, right?
Yeah,
What is
maybe.
this? It's just amebo and dia,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it means to take in
Uh,
exchange. You're going to take an accusative for a genitive with a dative that is usually. Oh
yeah.
my God. What? What?
I
You
see that down there.
put it
Accusative
together.
for genitive with, yeah.
You know the
What?
formula now. You know the
Yeah.
formula now. So
So
try to put that together.
for an exchange with, I don't know. Uh,
So just the
for
verb
we are,
itself. Hang on, just the
oh,
verb itself.
yeah.
Diamepsometha. Let's identify it.
Damn.
It's gotta be a future, right?
Yeah.
Di- Diamepsometha. Okay.
Mitha, but yeah, so Omitha is
Mhm.
um one that we just learned, right?
Yes, good.
Uh, and
First person, my saitai methus the untai. Metha, first person,
Methus.
plural.
Yeah.
We
So
what?
it would be we, yeah, from we are exchanging, right?
Yes.
But it's
And where's our accusative thing that we're exchanging? And it's got the ooh on it, right? So we're not doing it.
yeah, right. Um Others? We're exchanging with others.
Hang on before you get to
Sorry.
yes, yes. I mean, you are, but you're jumping ahead. Let's do it in the order of the equation. So let's
Okay.
find the accusative. We're going to exchange what? Something in the accusative.
Mm,
We will not exchange what? Find the oh, and by the way, on this sentence goes all the way to the next line halfway through,
oh, okay.
right? So
Excellence or virtue.
no, no,
So,
no, no. What case is excellence
oh,
or virtue in?
that it's in is it dative or
No, no, no,
genitive?
no.
Genitive.
Genitive, genitive,
Yeah.
genitive. Oh God, genitive.
Gosh.
So Pluton is your accusative.
Pluton. Okay. So exchanging with Pluton.
Good.
Well,
We will not
wealth, right?
exchange Pluton.
Yeah. Oh,
What is
okay.
Pluton?
Not exchange. Yeah, that makes more
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
All
Right.
right. Yeah. So I forget that O is not okay.
And
Well,
notice, by the way, something that I let slip here that I shouldn't.
oh,
On
okay.
the second, no, I just ran over it without making note of it. On the second line,
Hmm.
the second word is hey mace,
Hey, miss.
which means we,
Yeah.
and it is in the nominative case.
So
It's your
it's
subject. And you say, wait a minute, but
oh
we don't need to say we because we know that diamepsalmetha has to be
is
we.
yeah.
So why are the Greeks putting we twice? Why are they using their pronoun?
Our?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Go down to Hemes. It's always going to be we. It's always going to be
okay.
the subject, right? They
Okay.
just haven't taught it to you yet. You'll get this in the
Okay.
future. It's got to be just for now. No, it's got to be a nominative. So
Okay.
if diamepsalmetha means we will exchange, why do we need to put Hemes, which means we again? It's the way the Greeks have of emphasizing the subject, saying, look, this is us, raising
Oh.
their hand, saying us. They don't have to do that. If they just put, we are going to do something, they're not
Hmm.
saying, hey, we are going to do something. So the real emphasis here is on the subject, we. What do we have to do as a responsible people? We will not exchange Pluton
Yeah.
for aretes. See how aretes is
Virtue.
in the
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
And that's where and then you can pick up in the second line the autois. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
You can pick it up there with
With them.
yeah, good. Good. We will not exchange that wealth for virtue.
Hmm.
No. No, we won't. Oh God. Epe. Now keep
Is
reading. Epe.
that epe is that right? Um,
No.
no.
No. This is a good exercise. Go to the
Oh
back.
yeah.
Quick, go to the back. Go to the back. Find it. Oh God.
Shoot.
Find it. Where is it?
Epe. Oh, the back. All
Look it up for me in the
right.
lexicon.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. If I
All
get there
right.
first, if I get there first, something
After
happens.
when since yeah.
Okay. There you go. See?
All
I
right.
told you. You need to
Okay.
be using that lexicon. Good. Because you're look until you repeat stuff 7, 8, 9 times, it's not going to stick. So
Hmm.
don't
Yeah.
say oh sorry. Absolutely not sorry. It's just a matter of repetition. As Cicero said in Latin, repetitio est mater scientiae. Right? Repetition is the mother of learning. Okay, shut up, Cicero. He also thought Greek was way advanced. Anyway, um, fantastic. Oh, go ahead, translate it. Now I got you off track. Epetom min
Um.
empedon aie. Oh, God, this is so thick. Chremata. Danthropon
Cremata.
alote alos eche. It's very colloquial, but go ahead.
So after when since
Try
Um,
since.
since
Hmm.
mm, um that which is not always lasting.
Isn't it hard?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, look, it's just, all it is a it's a definite article tall,
Firm
right? And and we've got a min following it. So, okay, stop at the min, jump down and look at the
men.
de and say,
Yeah.
okay, we've got a min and a de clause. On the one hand,
On the one
to
hand.
impedon
Oh yeah,
I
we do have a day.
to
Yeah.
yeah, on the one hand, to impedon I is impedon anything?
Put on
That's
firm,
yeah,
firm,
the firm.
lasting, the lasting always.
Yeah, there's got to be a verb in there though. Where's your verb?
Uh, oh, be.
Is the verb of being. Is the verb
so,
of being. So
so the I don't know how to make that into words.
just do it literally. The
The
lasting
firm
you just said is what? The lasting
is
is
is always
yes. Now stop right there. What the hell does that mean? The lasting is always, right?
the lasting like eternity.
Yeah. The really firm thing lasts forever.
Yep.
But on the other hand, chremata anthropon, there's your
People's
subject.
gold
Yeah, the people's chremata. The chremata are your things,
things.
baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you can say gold too. I don't care.
Okay.
That's fine. It's your possessions, right? No, because you'll see it written all over like that. They hate it.
Yeah.
This is always negative, right? Well, it's not always negative, but it seems like it to me. It's more negative than not. The
Yeah.
things of people, the possessions of people are what? This is colloquial. Alote is literally just at another time.
Had
Alos.
being had at another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do what?
Nice.
It's sometimes you've got your things and sometimes you don't. Sometimes they come and go. They're not permanent. The
Yeah.
good in the world is permanent. That virtue lasts forever. But those things come and go. So we as a people are not going to exchange money for virtue.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a little excited for democracy?
Mm-hmm.
This is Solon that we're talking about. I mean, he's literally asked by the Athenian people, please help us make laws that we can create a society that is equal, where we have the people of the neighborhood running everything and we don't have tyrants. And Solon comes to them and he says, the first thing you got to do is you got to make equality. How are you going to make equality? By hating greed, by hating that desire to have above what your neighbor has, right? Oh, God. I think that's gorgeous, Madeline. I think it's gorgeous. What are your thoughts?
I don't even know at this point. But I like doing that one. Uh,
Are you are you over? Are you look, you're doing Greek though. This is
yeah, it's
fantastic.
fun.
Was there another one that you did that you really liked that you want to do?
Um, oh, there was the on the next page, there's
Huh?
I like the numero D delta, that
Delta.
one, the
Oh, great.
agathon. That one was good,
Agathon.
but I didn't really figure it out yet, or at least the ending.
Let's try to get it done then, okay? Let's do it.
Okay. Uh,
Just
fa-
notice while you're getting set up there,
oh,
getting ready, Just notice Agathon was a late 5th century tragic playwright. A
Mm,
lot of my authors, Madeline,
yeah.
I learned like what at least what century they lived in by
Mm,
doing these examples. Right.
nice.
So they're putting stuff in here that's all attic and that it's good for you to know these authors and when they're doing their thing. So this is Agathon. Great,
Nice.
fantastic. Go ahead.
Fauloi bro broton gar to ponein he hisom hisomenoi hisomenoi thanein erosin. Um so
Before we get wrapped up in it,
uh
I want you to notice that on the first line is a God. And
yeah.
that God is always going to be connecting us to what precedes it, explaining it. So the fact that we don't have what precedes it is already handy, is already what do you call it? Hamstringing us for the translation, right?
Oh
There
yeah.
we've already lost the context. So okay, don't I won't worry too much then about what kind of conclusions this is making. I also want you to notice if I ask you where your verb is,
Mm-hmm.
right? Notice how many verbs this thing has. Ponein is a verb from
Ponein.
poneo,
Yeah.
which is a contract.
Okay.
A contract. So I want you to I have to identify this verb. If once you do this, it'll be easier for you to translate. Look at
Yeah.
hesolmenoi. Hesolmenoi. That's from
Hisomenoi.
hesaomai, which is
Hisoma.
another contract,
Mm-hmm.
right? And look at how
Yeah.
complex that one is. Middle and passive only, to be weaker than, to be inferior to, or to be defeated by, and it takes a genitive.
Yeah.
So we're going to be looking for a genitive there. Maybe that's what
Mm-hmm.
that to is, that article to, but that's an
Mm.
articular infinitive. To
To
ponein.
be yeah.
Yeah,
To be
suffering
defeated by uh death.
by
By
labor, ponein, by
labor.
laboring.
But
Yeah,
okay, yeah, by
technically by
laboring.
laboring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because then that would be the like describing, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Now on the second line, thanein. On the second line from thnesko, right? We've got thanein. Oh
Yeah.
God, that's a second aorist infinitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
To die, and then erosin, another fucking verb, erao,
Yeah. Yeah.
erao. So
Yeah.
it's osine with an omega because it's a contract verb. What did they do here? They just packed a whole bunch of contract verbs. They caught Agathon using a whole bunch of contracts, and they were like, "Oh, look, right? We'll use this." Okay.
Yeah.
So having known that, the phalloi there from phallos
Mhm.
is just what? Nominative, masculine, plural, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Meaning cheap, ordinary, or low in rank, bad.
Yeah. Cheap
Yeah.
men
Yeah. So,
or cheap
and it's
men.
got a participle, hey, so, menoi.
This.
Uh-huh. And its main verb is going to be erosin at the end.
Uh,
That's the main verb. So these phalloi. And
this.
these are not just any phalloi, these are the phalloi broton. Brotos is a mortal, somebody who eats bread and dies,
Ah,
right? This is their
is
definition.
immortal.
In Greek, Maddalena, the
Uh-huh.
definition of mortal is somebody who eats bread and dies. Think
Nice.
about that. Think about that for a minute. It got so specific that in Homer, he calls people bread eaters, right?
Mm,
Gods don't eat bread. Gods eat ambrosia.
yeah.
So the difference between a god and a person, a mortal, is what you eat.
Hmm.
Is-
Interesting.
Isn't that weird and cool and interesting?
Yeah.
God, it gives me a mental boner every time you come across something like this in the Greek language. And by the way, look how much more fruitful it is for us
Hmm.
to do Greek, actual Greek, than to do made up Greek,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
They're trying to force you to get, what is Hoya? Oh God, is that one causal?
Hmm.
Which one is that? Right? They're trying to get you to work all that out. But when you jump into the actual Greek, all of a sudden it's like the spirit engages you, and it makes it alive. I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Now translate that bastard. Try to translate that thing.
Um, for cheap mortals, uh,
Cheap mortals, what? He's soul manoi. What are they doing?
is someone being defeated by um
By
and then
pony.
it's just but it's describing ergocene, right?
Yeah. No,
So
not yet. Not yet.
no.
Not yet. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we get there, look at that participle. What are we doing? We're defeated these terrible
If
people, right? These the scuzzy group of mortals. What do
uh,
they? What do they do? They hisomenoi.
they
They
wait
they
my
give in. They're defeated by the tuponen, by
death.
things being painful.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
They're defeated by the action of the pain.
Hmm.
And what do? As a result, they erosin, thanen.
They fall in love with death.
Well, that's a good way. I would accept that as a translation. I would say yes, you
They
captured it.
love death.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Hmm.
They love literally to die.
They
They
love to
love to
die. Oh,
die. Why?
that's
Because
funny.
life is so goddamn hard, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, maybe I can go to my final rest. Why? That's why they say rest in peace, not work in peace, right?
Nice.
Right? Oh God, those
Hmm.
Romans. Requiem in pace. Oh, stupid. Okay. Look what you did. You did 5, 6, 7, 8. How many lines there? Seriously, that was like
One,
somewhere
two,
between 8 and 10
three.
lines, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, you just read a paragraph of ancient Greek from some of the best Attic authors that ever existed, some of the greatest minds that led the democracy. And now you're beginning to translate their words. You're beginning to think like they're thinking. How does that feel?
Uh, it's uh, it's amazing, really.
You really are doing better. You're functioning at an A level. You're doing better
Thanks.
than the majority of your peers would be doing. Okay. You would be the person who's in the A category in the class, right? I just got all of those translations out of you. You did them all,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
There they were. If I were to do this with a class, you would be able to see that you're able to do this maybe better than the majority. Okay, so however you're studying, however you're prepping, however you're learning, keep it up because that's
Okay.
you're doing an outstanding job. Let's take a break
Okay.
and come back. Oh, so it doesn't get too late there. Let's just come back in 10 minutes
Okay.
and then we'll do some exercises and
Sure.
just talk. They're going to be way less inspiring, but we'll just
Okay.
talk about the mechanics of this chapter and how to work
Yeah.
out the mechanics.
Yeah, that
Good.
would be helpful. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Take to the top of the hour and let's no, actually give me an extra 5 minutes. Let's do 5 after.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you. All right. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, why don't you take me to some exercises? Would that be
Okay.
good?
Yeah.
Fantastic. If it were up to me, we would just do the Greek, but these are so good for you to try to stretch and oh, did you put them up
Yeah.
there? Thank you, Chewy. All right. Where'd we go? Mhm. Okay. What do you have in mind? Anything?
Um.
As I look them over and see how long they are. Look at number 5. That's a shorty. Can we just do number 5? And this number 5 will show you why it is that these are inferior to action.
Yeah. Oh. So. Oh. Shoot. Oh,
Did we lose
where are
him?
we at?
Oh, did I
No.
miss the
What?
279?
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
wrong,
whoops, whoops, I
right?
skipped to the next. God,
Yeah. I was like, wait.
look at it. Anyway, look,
Hmm.
go to 279 and just look at number 5. This is too good that it happened to be. Do you see number 5 starts agathon?
Okay. Yeah. On
Ah,
78,
yeah.
right? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, where is it?
Agathon, toi, crema, he arete, tois, geia pepaideumenos.
Yeah. Yeah. You would translate this, hey,
Pepaide.
audite, virtue. Yeah.
Yeah,
El,
virtue
el pepai del menos, for those who are well educated, is, there's your invisible verb to be, is
is
an agathon
a
chema.
good crema. Gosh, what's that
They just want to translate it as thing.
thing? A good, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Possession thing. Right. But the problem is, we just read real Greek
Yeah.
where audite is opposed to chremata.
Hmm.
So, again, this is just a fucking exercise.
Yeah.
And they aren't necessarily, um, all they're doing is exercising what they've given you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Previous chapter.
250.
Boom.
Wait.
Okay.
250.
What would you like to do? Oh, number 4. Do number 4 real
No,
quick.
number. Okay. Kalon toi to tautes de gayes hudor kakoi de hoi hoi anthropoi, sorry. Beautiful is this watery earth. Tautes. What's that one mean again? Gosh, I remember seeing that though.
Which one?
Ta- Tautes.
Yeah, from Hutos, right? This one is just describing this earth,
Yeah.
the water of this
Okay.
earth.
Where's earth? Oh, this. Yeah. Cool. And then evil is mankind.
Yeah, yeah, but mankind is evil. So, again,
Mankind is evil.
it doesn't make any sense, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's not using um well, I'm not gonna complain. Okay, yes, you got the grammar. You got the grammar. God, that is an ugly one now that how about number 3? Did you do
Okay.
number 3? Actually, wait, before we do that,
No, but
pick one, pick one that you did well, and
Oh,
that you think you just want to show off.
I don't know if I want to show off.
And
Um,
that number is number 8 because look, it's got a
yeah,
chi
I did
pair.
that one.
It's got a chi pair and it's got a homos. So go ahead.
Okay, so although um having wait, that's not wrong. Is that wrong? Oh wait, having been taught
Good.
well,
Hmm.
um, nevertheless, uh, you were doing shameful things.
Yeah. 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 Although kai per eu menos, right? Although you taught well, you're doing shameful shit, dog. Right? Eprates. What tense is that? That's an imperfect, isn't it?
Uh, yeah, I thought
Yeah. So maybe,
empates,
yeah. I just want you to know.
eprates. I kept spelling
Good.
that. It's not.
Good. 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 Nice. Look, you got that long A in there. Love it. So although you guys learned well, you're not doing. Nevertheless, you're doing crappy stuff, right? That's okay. Fine. Thank you for showing me how to use kai pair and homos, right? That's essentially. Plus, we have a participle in dedidagmenos, and we have a main verb in eprates.
Yeah,
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look, you did outstanding on that.
thank you.
Um, what about number 9? Right under that, they're gonna give us more hate here. We're gonna have to practice the hate.
Yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet,
Let's
but
try it. Let's try it.
okay. The good piece, um, honor honors all. Hate, justice is guarded, all guarded justice. So put the pantes hate. Like that keeps
Where's your
tripping me up.
main verb? Where the hell is the main
Um,
verb? Something in the indicative.
uh,
Is there something in the indicative in this goddamn thing? Yeah, there is.
yeah,
Timosi from
Timosi, the
Timo.
honor. So
Yeah, right. And it's present, right?
honors, yeah,
And what person and number?
Osi. It's a third person plural.
Good. Third plural. Good.
Um,
Is there anything that can be a subject in there? It can be the third person for they honor. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah,
the
there is something in the nominative. Look before the hate, right? It's one of
yeah,
those
the
words.
Jika, yeah.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Oh wait, no, the
Before.
Pontes.
Yeah, look, the
What
Pontes
is
is your
that?
subject.
This doesn't that mean like?
No,
Oh wait, the
everybody.
all, yeah, yeah, all. So all
Uh-huh.
honors,
Uh-huh. All honor what?
all honor. All honor the guarded justice
Oh, almost
or
perfect. Yeah, almost perfect.
the
Hang on.
gar. Okay,
Notice that the agontas is with the
agontas.
definite article tous.
Tus, yeah.
Everybody honors tous agontas, those who agontas,
Oh,
who bring or do or lead, those who bring erenen.
uh-huh.
What is
So
erenen?
a piece.
Good. This is the board
Yeah,
of peace, I guess, right?
yeah.
Everybody honors those who bring peace. Hate.
Uh, causal,
Yes. Be causal.
but be
Because.
causal for the reason that
Yeah, because.
because oh uh, because justice is being guarded um because of guarded justice.
Yeah, what is going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, dikaya. So dikaya can
Tikaya.
it can be a nominative plural or accusative plural. That's true. It can be the subject or the object. So let's just hold on.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Um, what do we do
On
with the pratontas?
Dantas. Well, it's a particle, so it just doesn't it describe something,
Yeah, but what
right?
case? No, it's pratontas is a participle, right? That's what you meant to say. You
Oh
said
yes, participle.
right participle. It is. It is. No, that's okay. And it is an accusative, right?
Oh yeah.
Ontas.
Uh-huh.
Ontas. So it's got to be the object of some fucking verb, and we don't
Oh
have it.
yeah.
So go back to your main
Uh,
verb, right? Because
because how
all these people honor pratontas, those who
how
do dikaya, just things. Because they do just things.
wow.
All men honor those who bring peace, right? Again, don't, it's just fucking, it's just
Jeez.
an exercise. It's not meant to,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, God, run from that bastard. N- How about number 12? How about number 12? Agathon men. See, if you just saturate yourself,
Yeah.
agathon men, okay, it's going to
What
be a
is
de.
that?
Where's,
Yeah.
right? Where's the de? Kakon de. So,
Back on
on
the
the one hand, the good, on the other hand, the bad. Okay.
yeah.
What else we do with this? Where's the verbs? Oh, God.
Mm,
No, no
so
verbs.
no, hold on a second. Is it so it's to be then?
Yeah, to be. So try to make that,
Okay.
find the subject and then put an is after it or an
Oops.
or something.
Yeah. Um okay. In order that this good I don't remember what Elpis is. El Nikes is a win, right? But
Yeah, Nike victory.
yeah,
Yay.
victory. Um
And what case is Nikes in? It's in the genitive.
yeah, so with
No, 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 no.
where wait.
It's hey elpis. Notice it's surrounded by hey elpis. So it's the genitive with hey elpis, the attributive there with a hey elpis. It's
Yeah.
the hope what? The hope.
Oh, the hope. Oh, the hope of victory.
Okay, now stop
The
right there.
victory.
Perfect. The hope of victory. Now, is that a subjective genitive or an objective genitive? Is it the subject or the object? The victory.
Oh, oh,
Is the
it's the object.
good. It's the object, right? The elpis, right, is focused on that object. It's not the subject. It's not victory sitting there hoping. Good, good,
Yeah.
good. With an
So,
objective genitive. Nice job.
so all right. Um, it, so I, how do I put that all together then?
Yeah.
Uh,
So your subject, when you get one of these sentences that's got no verbs and you know it's the verb to
yeah.
be,
Hmm.
just say, okay, where's my subject? Your subject is hey nikes elpis. So
Yeah.
say translate that phrase, then put
Um,
is after it. Is what?
um, is this good?
Yes.
Uh,
Tutois for
for
them.
for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
That's great. Wow. Okay. And
Wait a
then
minute. Wait a minute. Is there
man,
something goofy going on here? Yes, there is. Keep going and I'll stop it
but two choices.
and bring it.
Oh, I thought to choice was the what's it called? The pronoun, right?
Yes, it is. Two choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
sitting there in the dative,
Oh, yeah.
right? Two or four or with. So you
Uh-huh.
have to try it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So with that, with this,
With them.
with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
With those masculine plural things, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
bad or evil. Um, there's not another verb, so there's probably a be verb. Oh, oh,
So on the
see
one
if
hand,
there's
on the one hand, that hope of victory is a good thing for them. But on the other hand,
evil is the the fear of war.
yeah, the
Um,
phobos, good. The phobos ton polemion, good. You can say the
yeah.
fear of war, fear of, but it's plural. Just notice
Oh,
that it's plural.
oh. So the
Is
fear
what
the fear of wars is evil.
is an evil
It's
thing,
an evil thing. Okay.
right? They're literally saying there. That's why those are neuters. Agathon and
Yeah.
kakon are
I
neuters there,
okay.
right? Good. Look at how long ass number 13 is.
Mhm.
Etimon hoigerontes tuton ton retora. So just stop right there. We got a comma,
Mhm.
right? We've got a subject here, hogerontes. Who are the hogerontes?
Who oh I get on this the old
The old
men,
people,
the old people.
the
Oh,
geriatric people,
I hope
right?
they're are they hopeful?
They're etimon. They're timao. They're honoring something. And
Oh, they're honoring, yeah.
uh-huh. And etimon is our contract from timao. Notice it's got an epsilon augment on the front of it. Yep. Epsilon augment. And the ending is omega nu. Why? Because it's an alpha with an
Mhm.
omicron there. So this is an imperfect.
Mhm.
This is an
What?
imperfect.
So
The old dudes were honoring tuton ton
honoring
retora.
the speaker, this
Yeah,
speaker,
there you
that
go. There you go. Tuton, this speaker.
um,
Hmm.
yeah,
And
whom and they
what did this
will
speaker do? Hoss, this speaker who
who um oh, no, um
what?
and they will, right?
Uh-huh.
I can't remember them.
A nail. You got it. Without.
Without
Uh-huh.
I missed that one. The writing
Yes, good. Without.
letter
Yeah.
letters.
Notice now, let me just make sure you
Mhm.
see this. This is
Okay.
aneo takes a genitive. It means without something in the genitive. And
Mhm.
then you see the
Okay.
two. You see the
Two.
two is in the genitive,
So it's with
but the grammata is not in the genitive. That's
yeah.
in the accusative case,
Yeah.
right? So now we keep going. We get graphene, and you can use an articular infinitive. That's an article with its infinitive. So
Oh.
writing, to graphene is writing without writing grammata.
Without writing letters.
Yes. What did he
I don't
do? Didaskoi.
didasco.
He's the type of
A
guy,
taught
yeah, who
to
taught
teach
those
young
neanias,
young
yeah,
men
yeah, instructed
words
them in their logos, in their,
and
you
the
know, writing, if you want to say
word
there, in their wording, right, without teaching them the letters. And what now it's getting ridiculous. Then they just
around
tacked a prepositional phrase onto the end of it. Peritontes bules, about the
the
things, the events,
thing
the affairs of the boule, of the council, kaites ecclesias, and
and
of the assembly. And
Yeah.
that pragmaton are the why I translated it affairs.
Oh,
Technically in Greek, you don't need the pragmaton here. When you see that first tone, you can thank pragmaton with it. So again,
yeah.
these are not the greatest. These are not the greatest. Yeah. So because they were so educated, ergon, right? Oh
Mm.
God. Keep going. Keep going. It's not helpful to stop
In
with the crap.
compressum.
No, jump down to 14.
Oh, okay.
Jump down to 14. It just says they began to rule over all those islands. It makes
Uh-huh.
no fucking sense. Look at number 14. Look at number 14. We've got another min and de clause, but this time we've got verbs with it. So try this one. It's not the verb to be. Not the
Yeah.
verb to be. Go ahead.
Um, in order that they are, oh, I'll have to look back at what it is, what the
Oh,
ending
which
is.
one? Eleuteroi? I'm free.
That's free, but the verb, I mean,
Oh, politeuontai. Yeah, politeuo. Look it up. Think politics, if that
polytheism.
gives you a cheat.
Uh-huh.
But look up politeuo. Quick, first one who gets there. First one who gets there gets this psychically spank the other one. Here I am.
Polytheism.
I'm already there on page
Damn.
787. Right?
Polytheism.
What does it mean?
To be governed.
In the
To
passive, yes. In the passive. Or to govern
oh,
in
to
the
live
active.
as a citizen.
Uh-huh.
Polytheism.
So try it. Try it. See what you get. And I'm not going to give you any cheats. I want you to get this one completely by yourself.
Okay. Shit, how do I? Okay, hold on. I'm lost.
14. Number 14. You say you lost?
What page are we on?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah.
251. That happens to me all the time. I'm glad that happened to you
Okay.
first.
I was flipping back.
Right.
Okay.
What number was this?
Holy
14,
damn.
right? Yeah.
On tie. Mm. Uh, It's the participle, right?
Which word?
The politeon tie, right?
No, that's an
That's the
indicative from
indicative.
politeuo, right? It's just a present active indicative, I mean, present passive, middle passive, indicative, third person plural. You have to
Okay.
figure out
Yeah.
whether it's middle or passive. You have to play with it. That's the
Yeah.
game in this one.
Okay. So it'd be um to um I don't know, I'm fucking all over the place right
Oh my God, number 15 would never exist in Greek. That is the worst. I'm sorry. Okay, number 14. Hey, I'll give you a cheat. Your subject is eleutheroi for your verb politeuontai.
now. Yeah. God damn it. Um oh, screw you, I'm sorry. Um politeon tie. I'm trying to find the right chart. Sorry.
Yeah. For which one? Arjo?
Mm, No, for the Politeon die.
Oh, okay. It's just a present third person plural.
Oh, so all from like onto.
So yeah, the with making the eleutheroi the subject.
Okay.
On the one hand, the eleutheroi do what? They politeontai.
I I see. God.
What's tripping you up is the fact that of the voice of politeontai.
Yeah.
It's a middle or a passive. So either they are ruling for
Oh.
themselves
hmm
on for their own advantage, or they are ruled. So you have to decide, is
Oh,
this saying free people?
free themselves or
Yeah,
free?
free
Oh, I
people
see. Yeah,
rule. There you go.
it's
Yeah,
free themselves. Yeah.
yeah. Free people rule for their own advantage, but others are ruled archontai by
hmm
aiskron, by
By
shameful
shame.
people.
Yeah. Shame.
Yeah. Free people rule for themselves. Others are ruled by the shameful. Okay, they're trying to do what Solon and those guys were doing at the end. They're trying to kind of replicate that. Number 15, see how you don't dwell on each one, you move.
Yeah.
Notice number 15 is never going to be that's never going to be a freaking sentence in ancient Greek, but look what they're doing. Poiomen tus dikaios, right? They're just trying to show you, hey, remember, this is going to be our deliberative subjunctive. We're going to be deliberating, right? Should we do something? Should we do something kakon? Should we do something bad against the dikaios, against the just?
Yes.
Right? Oh,
Mhm.
oh God. Look at number 16. Blopte is
The
your verb. Oinos is your
harmful,
subject. Try that one. Oinos is your subject.
the harmful opinions.
No, no, no. Oinos. Oinos. This
Oh,
is
I
number
know.
16.
Oh,
16.
okay. Uh, Winehouse is not
Bacchus is.
wine.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh,
It is wine. You got it.
is it wine? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If you forgot Blopte, look it up in the back.
I thought it was harm.
It is. Good.
Oh, okay. The harm, the wine. Okay,
S
harm.
wine. You got it. Wine what?
Also,
Blopte.
the wine harms. Oh,
Huh?
oh,
Your gnome. You remember what your
yeah, your
gnome
opinion,
is?
opinion
Yeah, your did you
or
say maybe judgment here is
judgment.
yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wine harms your judgment.
Yeah. And what kind of wine? It's wine aneuhudatos.
I nailed uratos. Uh, without is that without?
Yes.
Um, without urat. Is that water?
Yes.
Nice.
Yay. So now translate it.
Okay, yeah, the wine harms judgment without water. Yeah.
Yeah. Wine without water. What the fuck is
Wine
wine
without water.
without water? Remember, they're mixing, right? They're not drinking it straight, they're mixing. So all of their daily wine that they're drinking is a cut. It's like cut wine, as you and
Interesting.
I would think of it. So the statement here, wine without water, it damages your judgment, which they talk about all the time. So this sentence 16 could actually, it feels native. 15 feels completely unnative, right? And you'll get this instinct. You'll find it out. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop sharing. Okay. Look at how many sentences, exercises you just did. How do you feel?
Tired. I'm tired now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A hell of a workout tonight.
Yeah, it was a good workout.
Beautiful job. You are doing perfectly. What I want you to do, what do we have next? We have Unit 10. We have
No,
Unit
yeah.
10. Do it just like you did Unit 9.
Okay.
Please do it just like you did Unit 9.
Uh-huh.
And when you get to the say the actual printed real Greek in the back.
Yeah.
And again, this is nothing different. We're going to do result clauses in this unit. We're going to do the rest of the contract verbs. But look back at the actual Greek in the back because that's the fun part. We can do as many exercises as you want again, but do go to page 282 and notice. This time, I want you to pick out. We've got Sophocles, which is delicious, right?
Yeah.
Sophocles is like the best peak Greek Attic theatric. It's the dramatic language par excellence. Some people would say Aeschylus is. I
Mm-hmm.
think Sophocles is.
Yeah.
And they would argue about this, right? The frogs, is all
Yeah.
about which one of these poets is better. But we've got two bits, fragments of Sophocles that are nice. Another Menander, which you're going to read because that's, Menander's always nice. But then we get Aristotle's Poetics. And I want you to notice that the vocabulary list is crazy long for that. Okay.
Yeah. That's fun.
Crazy long. And then if you switch to page
The next.
284, it keeps going and keeps going and keeps
Oh my
going.
God.
So
That's great.
um they managed to sneak in a little Euripides there before. But then
Yeah.
notice we've got a review then coming up for units 8 to 10.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So here's what I
Okay.
want you to do for tomorrow. I want you to do exactly what you did today,
Mm-hmm.
but for this unit. Don't worry about a review or having to participate in a review, anything like that. Just concentrate on memorizing your vocab,
Okay.
doing some exercises, and reading the material to try to get it all in line, exactly like you're doing now. We'll work on review another day. Okay. I
Okay.
don't want you to worry about that and the fact that you're going to have a test coming up. I want you
Yeah.
just to focus on that next unit. How do you
Okay.
you is that, is it like clicking now?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I
A
think it
lot.
clicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was clicking with you from the beginning. I think you were on this. And unfortunately, this is going to be the bad thing. And this is what I'm going to say in Lady Babylon on Wednesday. The good
Uh-huh.
news is you're way ahead and you're proceeding like, yeah, we could get through this thing.
Yeah.
And enough because the last couple of chapters only have a little bit of info. We can cover two of those in one day. So
Yeah.
we can finish this thing in the 4 week time. We can actually do this. This
Okay.
is our third week. We can be done by the end of next week.
Okay.
But we're only doing that because you are so quickly and effortlessly assimilating the material. My average student is not going to be like this. My
No.
average student is going to be three times worse. Okay, I'm telling you. So
Mhm.
I
It just
think you
takes time to do
you're going to have to come up with some secrets of
it.
what the hell you're doing. And we're going to have to present those to the students that normally would take like three times as long. We're going to have to
Mhm.
present that method of learning to them.
Okay.
So yeah, it's experimental, and I want to keep going. I'm very
Yeah.
glad that I got you. If I had picked somebody who's
Hmm.
wasn't able to assimilate as quickly as you, I think
Yeah.
I'd be pulling my hair out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay. We will, I'll see you tomorrow. And if you can on Friday, if you can
okay.
give me 2 more minutes on Lady Babylon, just to let people know you're still there, you're
Okay.
still working hard, everything's going
Yeah.
swimmingly. And yeah, good. Okay.
Cool.
So unit 10 tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Fantastic. I'll see you then. And yeah,
Well,
give all your kids a big hug and uh, tell them there's a future, that mommy is kicking ass in ancient Greek.
yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you,
Well,
Maddalena, because you're making this a good experience. So thank you.
yeah.
And we'll see you. Thank you. And everybody else, thank you for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right.
Yeah.